Record. Oh, now whatever we say, it's on the cloud. So
Uh-oh.
there you go. All
All right.
right. So this is our very first time meeting. So if I pause or interrupt throughout any of these questions, just roll with it. But for the most part, we're going to stay on track. What I'm
Okay.
going to have you do is just run through the deep dive starting at question number one.
Okay.
And then if I have any questions along the way, I'll interrupt you. And then I'm going to take notes on my end as well. And
Okay.
then what's going to happen afterwards? So I'm going to take all of the information that you've given me and I'm going to kind of dissect it a bit and then
Okay.
provide you with what I call an immediate action plan. So,
Okay.
where I believe your business is at right now and what you can start doing tomorrow to move your business forward, increasing your sales this month, right? Not next month.
Okay.
So with
Okay.
everything that you're giving me, what you can do right now to increase your sales and to build that momentum that you need sometimes before we start something new, especially a mastermind, we're all verklempt and we feel a little overwhelmed and we feel a little anxiety. But
Mm-hmm.
when you come to the first few mastermind meetings and you already have that momentum built, that fire is just going to continue to burn bright. So I'm going to help you see some quick wins right out the gates to kind of catapult you into the mastermind.
Okay.
All right. So take it away, Dixie.
Okay. So the first question, how much of your business is social media and personal referral based? I would say most of it is social media and
Great.
friends and family.
Okay, great.
Okay. And who do I think my ideal customer is? It's going to be somebody struggling with habits and weight, making healthy choices, someone who wants to be healthier and actually live, not live with um, age what number wise, but actually being able to live, aging, postmenopausal, the empty nester that's worried about what's next. Um,
Okay, let's go deep into this. So
okay.
what you're gonna do, this will probably happen in our first call with our group, is we're really going to niche down. And when I say niche down, I don't mean like, okay, we know all of the struggles of the person that we want to help, right? We
Mm-hmm.
know all of the issues that our ideal customer has, but we haven't pinpointed who she actually is.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to work through that together as well. I'll provide an exercise where I really want you to, close your eyes and picture your dream client. And I want you to take that and turn it into like an inch wide, but a mile deep of a description of who she is. Because when we show up to social media, our goal is to one, attract clients to us, correct?
Right.
You want to bring
Right.
people to you. um in order to do that, if we cast this wide net and we just basically say we want to help everybody who's struggling to make healthy choices, we want to
Right.
help everybody who, we actually end up helping no one. So when we get very, very clear as to who she is and who we want to help, it's not only going to help bring her to us, it's actually going to help you create the right content because you actually know what she likes. You know what she dislikes. You know what she likes to do on a Tuesday afternoon. Is that hang out with her grandkids? Is that go for a walk with her dog? Like we get really, really specific so that when you sit down, to storytell or you sit down to create content in the form of sales copy, you know exactly who you're speaking to.
Yeah.
So we're gonna work through that. I'll provide like prompts, but you can start thinking about who she is. Is she a faith-based woman? Is she, what's her age group? Where does she live in respect to North America? Like things like that. And that's really gonna help you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I'm talking like, I mean, I know that the woman that I am seeking to help is struggling with having a glass of wine at 4 o'clock every day. I know that she is a girl who loves champagne on a Tuesday with her girlfriends. I know that when her head hits the pillow each night, she wonders how she's going to do it the next day. So we'll get really deep into that, and then
That's interesting.
it makes creating content a breeze. All right, so start turning your wheels in respect to who she is. Okay,
Okay.
not just what she wants, like literally who she is. And then we'll workshop that together as a group too, and that'll be super fun. Okay, take it away. Number three.
Okay, so do you wish to recruit or solely earn commission? I'd like to recruit
Me
because I
too.
believe in recruiting. I think it's the best way to help the most people.
Yes.
I have done it before for Tupperware and for Creative Memories. And I think that's what, well, I guess we'll get to that question later. But
Oh, keep going.
um,
If you ever have any questions, you can absolutely ask.
no, I just think that that's one of the things that holds me back because I haven't been able to get this moving like I did, but um, yeah.
Okay,
So anyway, so yeah, so I know that it works and I know that it provides good income. So yeah, I would
great.
definitely do that, but more worried about getting my sales there first.
Okay.
So do you understand the company's compensation plan? Yeah, so I really understood the last one, obviously, and the new one to me is a little bit more difficult, but I do understand the way it works, especially with the commission level, with the sales, and that's since that's what I'm really focusing on instead of recruiting, because I know that everything starts at 3,000. All the fun starts once you're can have $3,000 in sales.
All
So
right. So are you on the new like the actual new? Or are you on the dream plan? What compensation plan are you on?
well, I would have been I since I haven't promoted and I'm not a director yet, that I'm going to be on the new plan, I guess, once I promote. That's what I
Got
understood.
it. Okay. So right now you're on the dream plan.
Right.
Okay. So do you get paid? I was on three different plans also. I think
so,
like every 3 months it was changing.
right. So, so since, I mean, I guess this is question seven, but since some months I hit, 1,000, some month I hit 500, I'm in, 600 is probably my average.
Okay.
That's kind of where I need to work on to be able to
Are you
really
paid?
function.
Remind me, is it a paid percentage on customer sales or is it paid percentage on like all of your volume when it comes to commission for the
It's
dream?
all my volume except for what I
Is it 15?
purchase.
Are you at what level are you at right now?
I
15%?
think it's 15. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. Okay. That will help me with my math as well. Okay.
Yeah. So that's one of the reasons that, it took me a while to click the registration for Hot Seat because I wasn't sure if you're really working with people that are more advanced than I am or, just starting kind of like where I am. But then I see when you build your team, like they skyrocket like right away. So I was hoping that I wasn't too far behind the eight ball, but
No,
I
no.
so
Everyone will be coming in at different levels for sure. Um, but everyone is learning to replace the old school way of doing this
right.
business. Network marketers get a really bad rap. And
Mm-hmm.
truthfully, I believe that that bad rap is correct because they just don't know the right way to do
Mm-hmm.
this business. And I've been in sales for over 20 years. So I've sold everything from cars to yellow page advertising. And if it doesn't get any slippery than
Yeah, that's
that,
for sure.
right? Right.
Right.
So to be on the other side to actually sell something that I truly believe in and take everything that I've learned in my past of sales trainings 101 all the way to the top level, sales
Mm-hmm.
bracket, and then put a spin on it that is heartfelt, organic, and adds a little humor to it to help people feel comfortable to repeatedly continue to buy from me. And so I am transferring that to everybody who is willing, to take a bet on me. And so far, praise the Lord, it's transferring perfectly. I am able to take the tools that I've learned to be successful over the last year and teach them and help everybody master them, like role play. We will role play,
Right.
which is really cool. When someone sends you a message and they say, I want to know more, and you like freak out, right? You're like, oh my God, what do I say? What do I do? You're going to know exactly what to say. You're going to know exactly what to say at every single turn. And that's just going to help you feel more confident. So, yes, everybody is coming in at different levels, but everyone is seeing success wherever they're at, which is awesome.
Right.
Okay.
So you
So,
mean I will be typing my reply and then backspacing, retyping it, backspacing.
no, well,
That the person's already gone off of social media while I'm trying to figure out what I'm supposed to write.
no, you're going to know exactly what to say. You're going to feel confident. It's going to be very scary. I mean, that's why it's called hot
Right.
seat, right? It's not lukewarm seat. Come on in, the water's warm. It's hot seat for a reason. It's kind of which is what we need, right? We
Right.
obviously know that our comfort zone isn't where anything happens. In fact, it actually
Right.
brings on more anxiety and more stress to live in a comfortable life. But
Right.
when we tap into things that scare us a little, things that are
Right.
brand new, it actually brings a level of peace after we've eaten the frog, right? After we've done the stuff that hurts just a little or stings just a little, we come out stronger every single time.
Right.
And you're just going to keep getting better and better. And the women, um, this isn't like a get rich quick overnight
Oh, no.
thing.
Right.
The women who joined me, we started in September, and we were working together on a smaller scale from December until this next week. And one of the gals had just sent a message saying, I used this exact, prompt, and I closed a new sale tonight. And so it's just
Yeah,
it's
that's so
continuing
cool.
to happen. Yeah, it's very cool. Okay, number
Because
five.
you feel comfortable, once you do it, then you
Yeah,
feel comfortable and it seems, right.
second
So,
nature. Exactly.
right.
Exactly.
Okay, so what is your goal per month right now? The short-term plan is to get to $3,000 in sales. I mean,
Okay.
eventually, I'd
What would
like
that
to.
what would that equate to? So you would earn 15% off of that? Okay.
Right.
2% more 50. Okay.
And I think that's mainly a target for me because um,
Because isn't 2000? Oh,
it's 2,000,
for
but
director, you want a buffer.
yeah, that I need a comfort zone. I took a opportunity class with the Manus Group. I don't know if you know them or not, but they go through the whole compensation plan and tell you, how it works. So you only need 2,000, but
Aim
her
higher.
point is if you have 3,000, then that's where the good stuff starts, and you don't have to worry. And the what
Yeah.
used to be the car bonus, but I guess it's something different.
Yes. Okay.
Okay,
Great.
so
So we already know that then. Sales volume would be 3,000 for question six. Do you have
yeah, and
is it just you? Do you have anybody in your downline?
no,
Okay.
I have.
No.
So right now it's mainly just family and friends, and then like I have friends that order just the tea or, things like that. So
Okay.
that's where my fluctuation goes.
Okay.
Um, but
So
then I
let's
have like
let's
four.
say let's look at number seven.
Okay, 7.
Um, repeat sales. Like what do you typically can you depend on that's already locked and loaded each month?
Between 5 to 600.
5 and 600. And then the rest you have to go work for, correct?
Right.
Okay, that's great. Now the 500, 600, so would that be basically be like 5 to 10 customers that are ordering each month? How many ordering each month?
Well, I have 4 people on loyalty orders,
Okay.
and then the rest are people that order the tea or will try the live shake, but then they don't reorder, or I sell a ready set wellness, but then they don't reorder,
Okay.
or stuff like that.
Well, we are 1000% going to work on how to bring people in, one, of course, but two, keep people here. And that's a huge part about our businesses. Sometimes we feel like we've gotten a sale and then it's just going to be on autopilot. Not auto ship, right? Just autopilot.
Right,
Like they don't need to hear from us. They're just going to keep doing their own thing. And we often get a little scared to reach out to them because we don't want them to change a loyalty order or, whatever. We don't want to rock the boat and seem too
right,
salesy. So we just do nothing. And
right.
ultimately, that means that we are not doing our job to the best of our ability by serving them in the best way. So, if you were to log into your back office, you can do this and tell me at a later time. But first off, how long have you been an ambassador? How many years?
Well, it's been 5 years, but it was through COVID,
5 years.
and
Okay.
yeah, and I didn't really work the business probably till like 2 years ago.
So full
Yeah,
years
yeah,
of
two and a
being
half, 3 full years of going to conventions, coming home, setting up the plans that I learned. But then, I mean, really, if you saw how much time I spend doing it, you would think that I
that,
spend a
that's
lot of hours, but it doesn't seem like it's productive hours
That's
somehow.
good. I'm so happy you said that. I'm so happy you said that because one, of course, this takes work. Two, of course, it takes income producing activities. So sometimes we spin our wheels, with creating content or creating copy. And we will definitely take a deep dive into this. I have a specific workshop that is literally going to tell you how much time you should be spending on each task. And sometimes we put all of our eggs in the creating content basket. And we feel like that's what's gonna, open the floodgates,
Mhm.
of prospects. But truly it's not. And I'll show you IPAs, which are income producing activities. Um, Now, if you were to log into your back office, just you can guess this answer for now. How many total customers do you think you have in your back office? I
I
mean,
would
from
probably say
COVID, from day one.
probably like 50.
Okay. Amazing. 50 total.
Really?
Yeah.
And then
Are you kidding me? Do
I
you
think
what?
like yeah, I think it could be yeah. I'd have to look because like I said, I sent, a lot of stuff out, whether it's tea or life shake or
Yeah.
whatever. But yeah.
Okay, so we'll safe bet it 40. Do you know if all
Okay.
40 of those people order $100, you would have 4,000 in sales? So you're sitting right now, everyone that's in your back office is low-hanging fruit. But sometimes we see it as terrifying, look the other way, never log in and look at them, right?
Right.
So, right out the gates, your immediate action plan is going to have logging into your back office and starting, with that list of people. And I will teach you and I will actually provide you the verbiage to get out there and begin to send those bold, heartfelt messages to increase your sales with the people that have already gotten a Shackley box on their doorstep.
Okay.
And that's probably the scariest place to start, to be honest.
Yeah, because I figured that if they wanted it or
Nope,
when I reached, yeah, that
nope,
they would have responded. You know what I mean?
nope, nope. They're going to need to be touched in a new way. They're going to be need to, touched personally, not just, a newsletter, email, or, or maybe hoping and praying that they saw a social media post that you did. 9 times out of 10, the answer is no, they did not. They're going to need to be personally touched. The great part about having 40 to 50 is that's 2 hours of your time. 2 hours of your time doing nitty gritty income producing activities. And once it's done, you get to do it again next month. True, very true. But they now know that when their head hits the pillow and they close their eyes and all they can see is how they're going to do the next day, they know that Dixie is their girl to help overcome whatever obstacles they have. And they also know that when they wake up and they're on a walk with their neighbor and their neighbor starts to discuss ailments and obstacles that they have to overcome, you're going to be the first person that they think of to refer them to. So
Hmm.
that's our goal with This isn't just a one and done, smack people on the bum and say, now you know, now you're in, and we
Right.
hope and pray that you keep ordering because maybe you keep seeing the Shackley emails. No, you have to continue these really authentic relationships so that you are at the forefront of their mind.
So even when they click off, like they're not accepting Shackley emails anymore, I
Of
ca-
course, they
yeah.
don't want to see from Shackley. They want to hear from you. Absolutely. I don't even want Shackley emails. But if someone reached out to me and, asked me the right questions, I'm not going to ghost her. I'm going to ask, absolutely engage and open up. So I'll teach you how to do that as well. And that's one of the first ways that you're going to see wins in a scary but very exciting way. Talk about challenge number one.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Eight. Number eight.
Do you currently post on social media about your business? If so, how often? So, yes, I do, not totally regularly. I did feel convicted about that. So, I started doing a talk about it Thursdays, where on Thursdays I talked about um, the business or why I'm in the business. And then it's kind of now changed into talking about anything that's a hard truth. So,
Okay.
I don't,
Cool. I
um,
like that better. I far like that better. So, um, this is a trick question, and I would say 90% of the people who I've asked this question answered it just how you did. What I mean to say is just the fact that you own a business. Like, what do you do? Who do you serve? And how do you serve them? Not come join me in business. Because I don't believe that I will not recruit, and I don't advise anybody else to recruit without falling in love with Shackley. So I
mhm.
don't ever really do sales copy in respect to the business opportunity. I save that for behind the scenes when I build a relationship with somebody once they're already into living younger, longer, or aging with grace or whatever, my niche is. So what I mean for that is showing up on social media in a way where people know you're their girl. You're the person that they come to in respect to holistic wellness. So I believe that because if I go back to number one, the majority of your business is friends, family, but also you do post on social media about the
Well, and that's where
friends.
I get those the tea, the like for example, the tea or the menopause, you know, vitamin or the you know, that's where I get those one shot products
Oh, that's good.
as opposed to,
Well, that's
the
great.
already
That
set wellness kit or the,
Right. Okay. Well, that's great. And once you that's prospecting right there. And if you're able to even close, T, I can help you ask the right questions to kind of uncover during discovery to know if there's anything else that they need and kind of a
yeah,
golden
because I
a
have a
golden question.
tendency to what I call vomit on, so somebody asked me for samples of tea, I send them tea and I send them, the whole other things of samples I have, as opposed to just, I have a tendency. And so even when I'm talking to them, I know that's a tendency. Well, you could do this, this, and this, as
Yeah.
opposed slowly
We will
trickling
we will stray slowly away from sending samples. Um a lot of the times that's just baby stepping, right? You're just hand holding people and
in.
burping the
Hmm.
baby. We want less burping the baby and more if you're speaking in a way that is providing um expert advice from somebody that they feel like they know and trust, which they're going to know and trust you if you're actually storytelling in the right way and bringing them
Right,
into your world as well, where they feel comfortable. Our goal when it comes to social media is to have people send us messages that say, I feel like I know you.
right,
I feel like I know you. And when someone feels like they know you, whatever you spit back to them when they come to you with a problem, they are going to say, okay, where do I sign? So I have never sent a sample. Um, and we'll work through how to not do that. and instead just bridge people over to saying, say less. Yes, I'm in.
Right.
Okay. So number 9.
What areas do you feel you excel in? I think I'm caring, I'm outgoing. I do love to post. I totally believe in Shackley for
Mm.
several reasons. I feel like I share honestly and kind of boldly sometimes. I'm pretty black and white.
Love it. Love it.
It's either, yeah, anyway. So, but I do feel like I'm coachable and I always like to try new things. If something's not working, I'm okay with hearing that's not working
Hmm.
and change to something else that is working.
Awesome. Caring and outgoing is going to get you everywhere. Truly. Bold is a word that I will use. You will hear me use bold as an action term all throughout these next few months. There is one way to do this business. And if you are not bold and caring and outgoing and passionate, then it's time to sign off, right? If
Right,
you want to live, where it's a behind the scenes, post and pray, you know, and you're not really a believer in what you're doing, then you have to
right.
go and work on that part first before you come here. But yes, being bold is going to be the reason why your feet hit the floor each morning. So I love that. And being
And
out,
I'm fun. A
yeah,
little crazy, but definitely fun.
good. Well,
On the fun side, maybe sometimes crazy, but
let me tell you the best part of sales is 10 times out of 10. The fun and the humorous person is going to close the deal every single time over the person who is a robot and very straight and narrow. And sometimes the person who's actually fun thinks they have to put on an entirely different hat to do this.
right.
Do you ever feel that way where,
No, because at this age, um, it took me a while to get here that, I'm really not everybody's cup of tea, and that's totally fine,
hey, I love
you
it.
know, and that if I can leave a legacy of, God and prayer and be fun and be crazy, then I feel like I've done my job.
Yes.
So, and the posts that get the most reply is usually, I can't believe you and Wayne did that, or I can't believe you said that, or I can't, those are the, yeah. So
No.
anyway, that's kind of that.
Well, that's great. You're going to be very, very fun to work with. I will definitely be pushing you out of your comfort zone. Uh, that's for sure. But there's a couple people that I work with that they're very rigid, and they're now like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that I just feel so loosened up when it comes to, bridging people over from I'm interested to yes, I'm
Right.
in a 30-minute period of time, right? That's what we're going for. We want to close more business in less time. And we do it in a really heartfelt way. And we do it. I'm going to give you tools and verbiage and scripts to use that are humorous. Do you know that whenever anybody asks me how much something cost, my answer is almost always your firstborn. Always. And if they don't have children, this actually was a woman on New Year's Eve. She doesn't have any kids, and but she has animals. And I said, "Your firstborn pet." And 3 minutes later, I had her credit card, and she had ordered the rest and recharge bundle. Humor will get you everywhere. When people are pulling the trigger on wellness, it is so personal and it is quite scary. And if they're investing 175, $200 into something, they feel very hesitant.
Right. Because we don't
Everybody,
feel like we're worth it, but they'll do it for their kids or they'll do
right.
it for,
Well, we're also hesitant because spending money, it feels like a pull.
right,
Spending money is something that's not a warm task. If you
right.
if you warm it up with humor, oh man, you've just conquered an objection before you even got it. It's done.
Well, what I like about what you just said too is that you're not already trying to discount it. You know what I mean? Which I think that's what a lot of us do. It's like well, we know it's expensive, but it's worth, you
No,
know what I mean? Like, look
exactly.
at
You
the
are.
ingredients, what you have out there. I mean, like, I can tell you how many times I've said all those, tried to convince them of that it's worth it, you know?
Oh, yes, and you never have to do that. I
Right,
think we shoot ourselves in the foot when we speak too much,
right.
right?
That's
Um,
what I meant by my
yeah,
vomiting all over people. Right.
yeah, yeah. All right, awesome. Okay, now the terrible question, number
I
10.
think I, yeah, I know, I think I've told you almost all of it, but
Okay, cool.
knowing what to do, a system, to share the products so they know that I believe it and that it's worth it, which we just talked about. Um, how to implement it, fear of sounding too salesy,
Mm-hmm.
and then spending too much time encouraging other Shaklee people as opposed to spending time on me. I feel like go to all these friends that I have in Shaklee and I'm always commenting, helping their algorithm, but not really doing, I'm spending too much time on that. And
Okay.
then I feel like I spend way too much time creating posts. Like I spend 4 to 5 hours a day creating posts and then, that doesn't really go anywhere.
Oh, I'm so excited for this. Okay. Fear of sounding too salesy. Once you learn the organic sales cycle, you will never sound salesy again.
Right.
Ever. I have witnessed and watched people who literally sound like they are selling. I look outside my window because there's always somebody walking in my neighborhood selling pest control. I live in a new community, so it's
All
like
right.
they see us as like ding, pest
New
control,
prospects. Right.
solar panels. And I'm the girl who watches them coming. And then I basically go pop popcorn and I answer my door and I sit and I listen to their spiel. Um, and sometimes I tell them that was terrible. And sometimes I say, wow, you've got something good, going on here. That's so great. I eat up learning how somebody sells a product every single time. I take it all in and then I provide some sort of constructive criticism. But this is so much different. You are not selling a product, you are selling
Right.
you. And the only way that you're going to sell you is by storytelling. So you're going to get really, really good at selling without selling, meaning you're going to tap into you have stories that have happened in the last 2 weeks. And I'm
Mhm.
talking like situations and funny moments with your family, right? Like that's the first step of bringing people in is warming them up to you so they feel like they know you. Because once you've told a story in your content, the next time you post, it's going to be a sales post. It's going to be utilizing frameworks that tap into something else where they're like, okay, I already love how Dixie is. Like she's just not afraid. She's unapologetically her. She loves her family. She loves God. She's fearless. She's bold. She's courageous. And then the next post is whipping people back into whatever they need to be in 2026 or whatever it is you're selling, whatever product it is to your niche. And they're like, how can I not join her?
Right.
Okay. So that is our ultimate goal. And that is lather, rinse, repeat. Like it's just an ongoing journey of storytell, sales copy, storytell, sales copy. You're going to learn how to utilize stories. Do you use live stories?
No, I've done that a couple of times, mainly in our wellness group, when doing a product or stuff. I really haven't done any. I think I did a funny one for something. I can't remember what.
Not going live, but meaning
Oh,
when you're in, Facebook and it says a story, like creating a story.
oh yeah, I'm there. Yeah.
Perfect. So I'm going to give
Yeah,
you
I'm in there a lot, actually.
great, good. Well, I'm going to give you rails so you don't feel like you're throwing spaghetti at the cabinet. I'm going to teach you
Yeah.
how to cycle through 3 types of stories. Okay. So show me, teach me, sell me, and what those stories look like. So that when you log in, you're like, okay, like here is my day, here's what I'm doing. The show me part is bringing people in to your world, right? Kind of like a fishbowl, like
Right.
this was my morning or whatever. The teach me part is the showing what you're an expert in. Whether that's being a cheerleader, whether that's providing some tip that somebody didn't know, whether that's the easiest way to you can teach somebody something every single day. And you'll start
Right.
learning, you'll start tapping into that. And then the sell me part is the opportunity to actually put links for products that you are very passionate about in your stories.
Hmm.
Okay. So those are the opportunity for the people who are like, okay, I love what I see. She's showing me a part of her day. I want to know more. Wow, she just taught me something. Awesome. Wow, she believes in this product. Let me take a peek. Okay. And that's going to help people know that then when they come to your page, they're all of their senses are going to be honored. This is not just like shooting in the dark, wondering how to post on live stories. If you start looking at my live stories, you will see that there is rhyme and there is reason. And you'll start seeing, oh, there's her show me post. Oh, there's her teach me post. Oh, there's her sell me post. But how organic and how natural it all comes off.
Right.
And it'll become second nature as well.
Okay.
All right, so we have some exciting work to do. I'm going to put together a plan. You'll learn this about me when it comes to work. Um, it has to be very efficient. And if you're anything like me, if you see a squirrel or a shiny object, you get sidetracked and things that should take 45 minutes end up taking 4 hours.
Right.
So, my best advice when you sit down to work is to set a timer. Set a timer and race against the clock, essentially. It builds a little heat under your tush. It
Oh,
builds a
that's
little,
interesting.
it builds momentum, but it does work. I don't even fold the laundry without setting a timer. Every task that I give myself throughout the day to stay on track because I could be, look, I see shiny objects all the time. And then I look down at the timer, I'm like, oh, focus. So that's going to help you, keep you focused and doing these income producing activities that I am going to send you. So what I'm going to do is put together the action plan for you.
Okay.
Okay. I'll email you that by tomorrow morning.
Okay.
What I want you to do is to start, whether it's a Word document or a Google document, or of course, even just a piece of paper that you're going to save. I want you to start figuring out who she is, who your dream customer is. I want to know what she does. Is she a stay-at-home mom? Is she retired? What is she like? Meet like is she a vegan? I mean, I want to know characteristics about this person. Does she have grandkids? Is she married? Is she divorced? Really, really get very, very specific with who she is. And this can be a lot of times your dream client is who you were before you started this journey.
Oh,
A lot of times, because let's be honest, you're not going to write down, I want to help 60-year-old men with prostate issues. Like that's probably not going to be our bread and butter. So for the most part, who you want to serve is who you were before you started this. And don't just think about issues and don't just think about struggles. Think about things you care about, things that you put first, things that you like to do, things that you love to do, things that you want to do. And that's going to be like the jumping off point to making sure that you're bringing in the right people to say yes.
I like this a lot as opposed to, I've had people say, well, create 4 pillars. I'm like, I don't know,
What?
maybe you'll do that later, but I'm
No.
like, okay, well, what does that really mean? I like, because then I feel like it is still too vague, right? It's people that are aging, it's this, it's that. But I like that kind of drawing out who the person is so
Yep.
that
Yep. And really, 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 a lot of people focus on who they want to help based on just their struggles.
mhm,
And tapping into people's fear and their pain is so old school. It truly, truly is. Driving people from a place of fear is going to get you ghosted and a few sales, maybe. But pinpointing someone's pleasure is going to get you wins all day long. So when I teach you how to sell, I'm always going to teach you how to reframe someone's problems into their pleasure. So if someone were to come to me and say, "Oh my gosh, Serena, I saw your post about how," I'm not going to tell somebody what it feels like to feel overweight and uncomfortable and sick and tired. I'm going to flip that and tell somebody how it feels to have energy, to sleep well, to have amazing digestion, and to have an incredible weight. You know what I mean? I'm
mhm.
basically taking somebody's struggles and flipping them into pleasure points, and people will come to you in droves versus only thinking about people's obstacles and struggles. So all of that will be something that we will go through. How is the time for Tuesdays at 1 p.m.? Where do you live?
I live in Florida.
I wish. I wish.
I
Where?
lived in Florida. We live in a little town called Bartow. It's halfway between Orlando and Tampa.
Okay.
So it's halfway in between. My husband retired from the Coast Guard, and so we wanted to live next to the water, but couldn't afford San Diego, so we're in Florida.
Uh, Very cool. Well, obviously, I lived in Orange County my whole life.
Uh-huh.
That's where I'm born and raised. I actually have Florida plates because when Michael went to flight school 20 years ago in Pensacola, they get to determine like a base, their
Yeah.
base. Yeah. And so he's like, of course it makes sense for tax purposes.
Yeah, because you don't get state income tax.
So we are Florida, or he's a Florida resident. I'm a Virginia resident now. Do you know what he does for a living?
Yeah, he's in the service.